Boise's Mix 106, Mike and Kate, and Willie Waffle gives us reviews of the movies every single week. He's our exclusive Mix 106 movie critic. This week, Beyond the Lights and the long-awaited Dumb and Dumber 2, T.O.
So have you seen all those commercials for the new Dumb and Dumber 2?
I have seen the entire movie, I'm guessing, because I saw the extended preview.
Yeah, you've pretty much seen everything you need to see.
I knew it.
You know, and I will admit, I mean, there are funny parts because inside all of us is a 13-year-old boy who just wants to laugh at juvenile humor. But this one's really just kind of pushing my boundaries of willing to accept it. Okay, it's 20 years after the events of the first one, and you got Jim Carrey and Jeff Daniels. They're back as Lloyd and Harry, and it turns out Harry, well, he needs a kidney transplant. And he also has a daughter that was given up for adoption years ago that he never knew about until this movie happened. And now the two of them are going off to find that daughter and try to convince her to donate a kidney to the father she never knew. And along the way, there will be craziness.
Is it hilarious? Is it full of bathroom humor?
Well, I mean, you know, it's not as outrageous as, frankly, I think a lot of people wanted it to be and thought it would be. And the movie does start very, very strong, but it fades quickly, like your motivation at work on a Friday. So I'm going to say that, you know, once you get past kind of those opening scenes, once you get past kind of them reuniting and us learning, you know, kind of where their lives are 20 years from now, the movie just starts to really drag. The novelty wears off, and all of a sudden you've got the Farrelly brothers, who are the writers and directors of the movie, just trying to revive everything that you liked about the first movie, but it's just not as surprising, it's not as original, it's not as lovable, no matter how hard Jim Carrey and Jeff Daniels sell the living daylights out of this movie.
And they're working the rounds on this one for sure.
Oh, and they're working it in the movie too. I mean, there's a lot of stuff in here that just isn't funny, but they're good, so you laugh anyway.
Well, the thing is, like, when Dumb and Dumber first came out, we had no idea what to expect. So we, of course, were laughing. We were shocked and thought it was funny. And now we're expecting the second one to live up to the first one, if not more.
Right, and the first one kind of came out of nowhere. You know, it kind of started a lot of the kind of the randy kind of, you know, bathroom humor that got so popular for a while. And I think that's the problem that Dumb and Dumber 2 faces. It's like, what are you going to do to top the original? You know, what are you going to do to surprise people? There's no surprises except for one amazing cameo that is so cool, you might not even realize it happened when you see it. And you probably won't. And you probably won't even know who it was.
Oh, well, that's no fun with a cameo.
Yeah, that's not a good cameo when you don't know that there's a cameo.
But when you find out later, you're like, wow, that was awesome.
All right, so what else is out this weekend if we're going to skip Dumb and Dumber 2? Oh, wait, what'd you give it?
Well, I'm going to say 1.5 waffles for Dumb and Dumber 2.
All right, so is there anything that deserves more waffles than that?
Well, more is a relative term.
All right, so why don't you tell me what else is out this weekend?
More is not really a relative term. More would be anything above 1.5.
Well, then we're going to go to 2.
Oh, okay.
And that would be Beyond the Lights. She's an extremely talented singer with a horrifying shrew of a stage mother, and he is the studly cop that's going to save her life. And now together, oh, they want to make life work.
Okay, is this based on Rihanna or someone's life?
Not technically, because then they'd have to pay Rihanna, and she might sue them or something.
Is this almost like a remake of The Bodyguard?
Well, you know, again, you know, pretty close, but you know, we don't want to make it too obvious because then, you know, we'd have to pay other people.
Okay.
And yeah, it's Juju Mbatha Raw. I practiced saying her name all day yesterday. And she's very good. And Nate Parker, who plays the cop, is very good. But it's a very predictable movie. It's a movie that's really kind of over the top. It's very, very soap opera-like. I'm going to say 2 waffles for Beyond the Lights.
And Birdman came out in minimal release, right?
Well, you know, it's really weird. You know, Birdman started in New York and L.A. back on October 17th.
Oh.
And it's kind of slowly making its way around the country. You know, isn't it awesome that a movie opens up in your town when you've forgotten that the movie actually did open up at one time?
Welcome to Boise,
and
Idaho.
That's where Birdman is. You know, it's kind of starting to get everywhere. I'm actually seeing it tomorrow. I'm very excited about that. So maybe we'll talk about it next week.
Okay,
maybe it'll still be around next week.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you're seeing it this week, then we'll see it in a month. So just keep your notes handy. Is there anything else we're missing this weekend?
Well, Foxcatcher is opening up in New York and L.A. in like 4 theaters, which would make you think, why are they doing all this publicity? And you also have like the Jon Stewart movie Rosewater opening in like 400 theaters, but not a lot of theaters near you. It's really, I'm a little upset. I'm a little verklempt.
All right, so Interstellar again then.
Yeah, Interstellar, Big Hero 6. Come on, the lovable inflatable robot.
What do we have next week?
Next week, that inflatable robot takes an arrow to the heart from the Hunger Games.
I got to read the book. I'm only into chapter 1. I got to get through the book, the 3rd book.
You can catch up really fast by watching all the movies.
Willie, I'm into reading the book first, so that's what I'll do this weekend.
So you'll see the Hunger Games like next year sometime?
Stop it. All right. We will talk to you then next week. We are anxiously awaiting Mockingjay's review.
All right. We'll talk to you next week.